Good morning. I am Jennifer Dale from Greenville, North Carolina. Well, from Kinston, North Carolina. I live in Greenville, North Carolina. Um, I just wanted to come up here and make a video, introduce my counseling practice. I'm out here at the park, was walking, had to take a little break. But I just wanted to touch on a subject real quick about mental health. I want to touch more on my people, black people, people of color, or whatever that may be. Too many of us have that stereotype in the black community that if you need counseling, you're crazy. Or if you're talking mental health, you're talking like a mental illness. Well, let me tell you what qualifies as a mental illness. Okay. I have a bachelor's in psychology. I studied psychology in college at ECU here in Greenville. I studied statistics, sociology, all of that. Working on my master's. So, what qualifies as a mental illness? Depression does. Stress and anxiety. And I have all those. So, basically, anybody can have a mental illness. A mental illness is mental illness doesn't care if you're a woman or man, a boy, a girl, a child, an adult, old or young, what color you are, what you look like, what your appearance is, what status, what background you're from, or all of that. Especially in the black community. I'm speaking to our people of color, black people, anybody out there. And if you guys scroll on Facebook, or you're scrolling on Facebook, you see a lot of, we don't know these reports are true or not. You can do research. That's what you have Google and your internet for. You have a lot of black children who are committing suicide because they're being bullied. First of all, how do these children, let's set aside them being black, how do children nowadays know how to kill themselves? YouTube, Facebook, the internet. They're watching movies. And as parents, we have to guard our children at all times. And educators too, because I was a teacher. I work with all ages from birth to right on up to 18 years old. We have to guard our children, and sometimes we all know out there that it's hard to watch a child. Even if you are just watching them, they're going to find a way to slip off and do something. But we as a community, as a black community, we definitely have to guard our children, because our children are being exposed to the rap music nowadays, the violence in the music, the violence in movies, in our culture. They're being exposed to the news, the killings of black men, the killings of black women and black children. We have to guard our children with their watch. And it's okay, you working, you're providing a roof over their head. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent. You send them off to school not knowing whatever they're learning at school. And that's why some people they choose to homeschool their children. I understand that. That's a good thing sometimes. But you have to be guarded. Like, we have to be more involved, especially black parents, black leaders in the community. We have to be more involved in our children's lives. We just can't send them off to school. They come home. You might help them with homework, and that's it. And you go to work and you do your thing. We don't know what these children watch. And I see too many children, because even my niece, my sister-in-law, we see too many parents just give their children phones too early, computers, tablets, and you think they're up there playing the game. They're up there on YouTube looking at God knows what. And it's so prevalent in the black community as well, because we're so quick to, some of us are so quick to give our children electronic devices without talking to them first. And as a psychology graduate, as a former educator, we have to address mental health issues in black children and basically in the black community. How long we're going to sit here and let it pass by us? You guys can't look at me, but I'm depressed as hell right now. I never would think about harming myself. When I was a teenager, I did try to commit suicide, and I have friends who tried that. And in the black community, we call people crazy. You better stop that. Because when society, we look at it on TV, we see more Caucasian people, we see more people of other races going through mental health, and they go into places killing people for one person, or they're having schizophrenia. Now, it's a lot of black community. It's one thing that runs a lot in the black community is ADHD. That runs a lot. My brother actually has ADHD, and I've worked with a lot of kids who have ADHD. And it's a lot of black children have ADHD, and a lot of black people have it, and they don't know. So I'm just reaching out to you guys in the black community everywhere. Just be more knowledgeable and be more aware of our black children, our black men and our black women, especially our black men, because they face so much dangerous things every day they walk out the door. They could be killed for walking down the street, or they can be killed for sitting in church. They can be killed for helping somebody else in the store. So especially our black men, we have a lot of mental health there going on. Black women, we are prone to, just like any other woman, we are prone to self-esteem issues. What a lot of society sees black women in videos twerking and all that, being ghetto, as so people call us. And our children, they are susceptible. They're seeing all this behavior. They're living in areas, environments like the projects, low-income places. My mom raised both of my brothers in a project, but back then in the 70s, you didn't really have that problem. Everybody worked together. Now it's like people hate each other just for the way you look, the way you dress, where you from, who's your parents, So, just making this video to say, please be on guard for anything you see out there, and anybody. Because depression I've been in a depressive mode for about 3-4 days now. I've been in a depression mode for about 4 days, Thursday, Friday, yesterday, and today. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. And it hit me really, really hard yesterday. Today, it's okay. Even though depression comes, you still have to go to work. You still have to do things. And it feels real bad when you got to go out in public. You got to work. You got to do your errands and stuff, and you're depressed. You don't know. Like, you're just... I've been feeling like a zombie for the past week. So depression is really real, and I'm more so speaking especially in the black community. Black people get depressed too. We just don't act on it like people of other races and ethnicity groups do. But everybody gets depressed. So I just want y'all guys to just look out for signs in your your family, your friends. You guys have a blessed Sunday and a blessed week. Thanks.